Hello everybody and welcome back to more Mario 64 DS. In the last episode we started Rainbow Ride and we're going to be continuing it in this one. Coins amassed in a maze. Now I actually had to record this episode twice because I had something interrupt and mess with the recording. Which, it happens. It was kind of annoying, but what can you do about it? Anyway, heading over to the maze. It's predominantly placed around you playing Mario and using Mario's wall kicks. However, with Luigi's backflip, you don't really need to think about that. Which I don't mind because the Mario cap's in an annoying place in this level anyway. Now, maybe it'd be better designed. Well, I mean, it was designed to use the Mario, like play as Mario. But, you know, maybe it'd be better if they made it so it required him and you couldn't just choose it. But at the same time, it's not that like fun. I phrased that poorly. Swinging in the breeze. What I meant to say was that it's not like there's a difference in much of a difference in how fun either way of doing that level is, because either way it's very similar in difficulty. Anyway, on the topic of difficulty, you've got this section of the level, which it's probably more difficult when you're playing this on the original or you've never played before and you don't look at the map, because trying to figure out where in this level the star is like half the difficulty. The other half is the camera. I mean, I say that, but the other half is not just the camera. I mean, the camera messed me up a bit, but only because I was trying to rush. If you take your time with things, the camera's never an issue. Though, you know, doesn't stop it from being annoying. Especially when you want to go fast. You know, for some reason I just messed up Luigi's backflip there a few times. I don't know how or why, but... Oh, I got hit by the fire there. I didn't mean for that to happen. And now I've got to do this whole bit again. Okay, well I'm back around where I am. I'm turning the camera. Well, trying to turn the camera, as you just saw there, it turned itself back for a bit. Just because facing in a straight line makes lining up these jumps so much easier than, well, accidentally going over to the edge. I killed the Goomba there. And then if we just keep heading up this way, we'll have one more jump to do. But Luigi, it's just a... That might be the dumbest way I've died in this entire playthrough. And that's kind of saying something, because I've had some very avoidable deaths. But I guess I died there. Anyway, if we make our way up here, the camera can turn and I repeat my mistake that I tried to avoid. I'm just going to cut until I'm back up there. Okay, we are back up by this staircase. I'm not going to make the mistake of falling down, because why would I want to do that again? Anyway, we've just got one last jump here and we just need to hope that the camera, well, plays nice. And we should be able to just make this before the fire hits us, but even if it does, I think we're okay if we, well, turn well enough that we don't fall. Anyway, we can get our star. Tricky triangles. Now, I think it's best with how many times this has been done already. I'm gonna cut to when we get to where that Goomba was, because that's where this level splits into being something different from the last one. So I will see you there. Okay, here we are. I did that much faster than the previous one. And well, as long as I keep my camera like this, we should be able to just easily... Okay, well I messed that up, but you can make it to here and try this again. Okay, perfect. That was a much better way of doing it. And here we got our star. Well, I hope you've enjoyed, and I will see you next time.